Welcome back to Broken Bobby's Transformation Page. If you are new to the page, in 1990 I became involved in the drug gang world. From 92 to '06, I spent a lot of time incarcerated. I tell these stories to let you know it don't have to be you. If you're young and thinking about trying something or you're figuring out how to get out, these are my stories of this lifestyle and how it affected me, and eventually I got out and transformed my life. So let's get into today's story. So, as you can see by the thumbnail, gangster rap made me do it. So, let's get into this. Uh, Back in the late 80s, it's going back a ways, uh, NWA broke on the scene and then would later splinter off into Eazy-E and Ice Cube and Dr. Dre. And a lot of this music just suggested that, gangsters make the world go round, right? As the West Side Connect. I love that group. But, the thing is, this when you're young and you're impressionable, this stuff hits hard. Nowadays they're talking about Molly and Percocets and stuff, and guess what's going on? There's record numbers of overdoses. Is it connected? I don't know. We'll dig deeper into that. If you are new to the channel, subscribe. We're quickly approaching 500. Thank you if you have subscribed already. I appreciate it. Also, smash that like button if you enjoy this sort of content. Drop a comment. Tell me what you think. And share the video. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell. And if you're on TikTok, follow me at BrokenBobby72. So, the music, when Straight Outta Compton and Gangster came on the radio, like, I don't know, like it just seemed like anything was possible, right? And then growing up where I grew up, there were a lot of influences within the neighborhood as well. The guys that were selling the sacks had the nice cars and the females and everything. And, being a teenage boy, of course, you want that sort of stuff as well. Now, I was always a hustler. I guess I got that from my daddy. He was a hustler too. But, like I was buying and selling used cars. I'd buy something that was broken down and fix it up, make a few $100 on the deal. And, that was kind of my thing. Like, it was more of a legal hustle at that time. But, I seen the benefits of crossing over to the dark side, if you will, and, copping that sack and pushing that line and toting, the pew-pews. Like, it just seemed like such a glamorous lifestyle. And then you had these movies that came out that were impressionable as well. Colors, American Me, Blood In, Blood Out, and there were several others that, you just, like American Me, as an example, made it seem like it was cool to go to prison. And, a lot of us felt like we were predestined to do that. And, eventually a lot of us would. Things have changed a lot now versus then. Now with social media and everything is a lot more instant. Back then, I guess gangbanging was going out and riding around and trying to catch somebody slipping that you could run up on. And now with people going live and broadcasting where they're at, like it's gone to a whole new level. I will say, honestly, now, like, I don't, it's getting harder and harder to recognize who's with the activities and who's not. Back then there was a dress code, if you will, and like you could read it a mile away. My instincts are still pretty good when it comes to that stuff, but not so easily identifiable, I guess. You know, so but yeah, I graduated to pushing sacks and toting them things, and I thought I was somebody. I thought I was the man, when in reality, I mean, when I got busted in Pico Rivera when I cut my first sales case. And that's a whole nother video of why I was even there. I didn't have any business there. But, I remember they caught me with 45 grams of the white stuff and, a pound or so of the green. And I remember the cops were high-fiving each other. And I remember the window was cracked a little bit and yelling out to them, "You guys act like you just took down Pablo Escobar or something. There's a metric ton of this shit in your town right now. You ain't doing nothing, you know." But the, you know, the thing is, I thought I was my own man and I was going to do what I wanted to do. And I'm trying to work on putting a video together on that topic in itself, because I hear people say all the time, I'm this or I'm that and I do what I want to do. But trust me, when you get to prison, if you're told to do something, you're going to do it. And, it's not so easy to just do what you want to do, as you put it. There's a lot of structure and a lot of rules. And if you don't follow those rules, you might be on a life flight off that yard. So, did gangster rap make me do it? No, it didn't. Did it have an influence in the way I grew up? I believe so, yes. And, you know, I could have done things smarter, but, I had good role models and everything, but I just chose not to follow them because, who wants to work 50 hours a week? Even though, honestly, I ended up working more hours than that in the hustle and everything. But it just did, I wasn't punching a clock. I was my own boss, so to say. But yeah, things have changed a lot over the years. And when I first got clean, I had several relapses before I was able to finally get it right. So I want to encourage those of you that are in the struggle of getting clean and having these little hiccups. It's just a matter of making good decisions. And, it can be hard sometimes, especially when you're chemically dependent. But, find things to do with your time. They say idle hands are the devil's playground. So find things to do. If you need to go to a meeting or something, and that'll occupy you for a couple of hours and hopefully get you over that next hump. So, family, fitness, and freedom are the things that help me to achieve the success I have with sobriety, and they can help you as well. And, today's a good day to start if that's where you're at. I believe in you. You can do it. So don't look at the mountain. Just start climbing.